And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys, hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Guys, in today's video as always, we are going to be going over all the latest Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. That includes what you can see in the title, some massive FSG news ahead of this summer's signing blitz. A very interesting and exciting one for Liverpool fans and FSG too. But let's start with the bombshell that happened last night, or just in the yesterday evening, and that is with regards to Wolverhampton Wanderers, that they are campaigning to get VAR scrapped from the Premier League next season. Yes, Wolves have been on the end of several controversial refereeing decisions this season, and believe the decision review system is undermining the value of the Premier League brand. They have submitted a resolution to trigger a vote at the Premier League's AGM in June, and will need 13 of the other 19 clubs to agree with them. They are likely to canvass other clubs in order to gain support between now and next month's meeting. The Premier League does not believe scrapping VAR is the right way forward. Wolves said in a statement the introduction of VAR in the 2019-2020 was a decision made in good faith and with the best interests of football and the Premier League at its heart. However, it has led to numerous unintended negative consequences that are damaging the relationship between fans and football and undermining the value of the Premier League brand. The decision to table the resolution has come after careful consideration and with the utmost respect for the Premier League, PGMOL and our fellow competitors. There is no blame to be placed, we are all just looking for the best possible outcome for football, and all stakeholders have been working hard to try and make the introduction of the additional technology a success. However, after 5 seasons of VAR in the Premier League, it's time for a constructive and critical debate on its future. Our position is that the price we are paying for a small increase in accuracy is at odds with the spirit of our game, and as a result we should remove it from the 2024-2025 season onwards. Wolves have felt hard done by over a raft of decisions throughout the season, with boss Gary O'Neill regularly receiving apologetic phone calls from the Professional Game Match Officials Limited, Chief Howard Webb. They feel particular areas of concern are the impact of goal celebrations, the length of VAR checks, and the lack of communication in the stadium, a change from its original purpose of correcting clear and obvious errors and erosion of the on-field referee's authority due to their reliance on VAR. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. As stated, we did say in a live stream yesterday, for those of you who missed it, and to be fair, this is common news now going around, and again, I'm kind of in the middle with regards to what I know a lot of pundits yesterday on Sky Sports were saying that they're in favour for scrapping VAR, but, you know, I think there could be some kind of middle ground. One thing is for certain, it does need to change. I'm interested to know what your thoughts are down there in the old comment section below with regards to VAR. Should we scrap it or should we keep it? Now, moving into this sort of territory, ladies and gentlemen, yes, FSG are ever closer to expanding their football portfolio, and reports suggest they are showing interest in buying a Brazilian club who have been in the hands of Everton investors. Liverpool's owners have been securing their personnel to move forward with their ambition to buy a second club in recent months, with Michael Edwards and Julian Ward back in the fold. The recent signing of Benfica's technical director, Pedro Marques, was also another nod to their ambitions, with a second club described as imminent in a recent report. It was speculated that it would be in Europe, but a report in Brazil has claimed FSG have shown interest in securing Vasco da Gama, a club based in Rio de Janeiro. As per Outlet or Globo, a Brazilian judge has acted to remove 77 Partners from control of Vasco da Gama using Article 477 of the Civil Code. Everton's investors are in legal and financial turmoil, where they currently face a £473.5 million fraud lawsuit in a federal court in New York, and cannot adequately show they are in the club's best interests. With 77 board members removed, there is an opening for interest suitors to acquire 777's stake, which stands 31%, and FSG are deemed to be one of them. The takeover at Everton is on the brink of collapse, as 77 Partners are continuing to prove themselves to be incompetent, which has opened the particular door for FSG. At Vasco da Gama, at 777 brought 70% of the football club shares for £112 million million back in 2022 and also took control of the club's debts, it was greeted warmly by other fans. However, a transfer ban, payment delays, and a long list of financial irregularities have ensured Vasco are ready for new ownership. The club, founded in 1898, is currently 13th in the Brazilian Serie A, and while their squad may be full of unknowns, they do have former West Ham Dimitri Payet on their books. It is an intriguing link for Liverpool owners, but if they sense they can capitalise and see plenty of upside, it would not be a surprise to see them start their multi-club model with Vasco, but only time will tell. An interesting one there with Vasco, of course. It has been well documented that the club and FSG are going into this sort of multi-club ownership. It's not speculation, it is fact. And there you go, just over the last couple of weeks we've seen different clubs, different areas of the world that the club that FSG have been linked to, and this is the latest coming from very reputable sources. So FSG could be acquiring that club out in Brazil, which would be massive for this massive step forward going into the new era of FSG and Liverpool. So yeah, keep watching it. It's going to be very interesting indeed. Now, finally, guys, we do have our last game left of the season. That's, of course, against Wolves. And, of course, there has been a well-documented thing with Jurgen Klopp and referees. And for one final time, it should come there's no surprise that for Jurgen Klopp's final match, he will have David Coate as acting as VAR when Liverpool take on Wolves on Sundays. They love to stir the pot. Sunday is the final act for Klopp as Reds manager with Gary O'Neill's Wolves side. The final opposition as the curtain falls on an unbelievable tenure at Anfield. The result, whatever it may be, come the final whistle, will not change Liverpool's position in the table, with third place guaranteed. But there could yet be some final referee drama for Jurgen Klopp after the appointments were confirmed for the final match day. The headline for Liverpool is that Chris Kavanagh will be the man in the middle, with Coate acting as VAR back at Stockley Park. And surprise, Klopp has history of both of them. Coate has long courted controversy on Merseyside and beyond, and it was only a few weeks ago that he was described as a Hall of Shame performance for his role in the middle in the win over Brighton. Moreover, Coate, of course, was the one who failed to recommend a penalty for Martin Odegaard's handball in the 1-1 draw between Liverpool and Arsenal in December when he was on VAR duty. Referee Chief Howard Webb has since admitted the incident was a mistake, and yet here we are again. As for Kavanagh, Klopp criticised his performance in the League Cup final, saying the referee did not have the level of the game. I'm not sure if these boys are too quick for them, but this situation for me is obvious, he said when reflecting on Moises Caicedo's nasty challenge that injured Ryan Gravenberch. Kavanagh has overseen the Reds 19 times in his career, and Klopp's men have lost just 3 times. This season, Liverpool have won 3 out of the 6 games with him in the middle. At Anfield, Kavanagh will be assisted by Simon Bennett and Dan Robbervan, while Anthony Backhouse will act as the 4th official. Finally, Scott Ledger will assist Coate on VAR. So there you go. Obviously, I didn't want to, for the last game for Jurgen Klopp, I did want to speak about referees because it's always a subject going into it. So here's hoping he doesn't get himself sent off or anything like that. But yeah, the game's coming up this weekend. A lot discussed today, guys. Do let me know your thoughts on the whole scrapping of VAR. Let me know your thoughts on the massive FSG news as they look to try and maybe acquire a club in Brazil. And also let me know your thoughts on the game against Wolves. Score predictions down in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. As always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Thank you, and I'll see you all next time. Take care.